You know where you are?
This is Nollywood Pictures TV.
All I have to say is that a maiden's father is like a deity to her and must be allowed to have that deity figure over his child. For what he sees seated, you will never be able to see it even if someone shows it to you.
I'm happy that once again my eyes behold the sacred COWRY. Our kingdom will continue to obtain favor from the gods. It is still the same as it has been from the days of old. Hold it as if you are holding kola nuts and ask the gods and ancestors for anything. It will be granted to you.
Thanks for your ministration, SNY. I appreciate your coming. As you continue to serve as the priestess of this land, the gods and the ancestors of this kingdom will make your load lighter. Luck will always shine on you in everything you do.
Your Highness, the first rain of the year has come and gone, which means it's time for the farmers of Umedili Kingdom to start tilling the ground, as it has now become the norm in our land. Considering the blessings that come with it, we have come to ask you to lead us in prayer on the sacred COWRY in blessing our land, so that we can have successful farming season and fruitful harvest.
I understand what you are saying. The importance of the prayer on the sacred COWRY. We have seen the good and we have equally seen the bad.
Exactly.
Good in the sense that we have seen how good our harvest will always turn out to be when we pray on the sacred COWRY. And how bad, how poor it will always be when we ignore making the prayer. I am sorry that I wasn't the one that called for this. Reason being that my queen is not feeling fine. I would have loved her to be part of the prayers. But now that you are here with this request, I think the ideal thing for me to do is to go and bring the sacred COWRY so that we can make the prayers without the queen.
We are sorry, please, Your Majesty. We are sorry to hear this. Since Owadefe is attending to her, she will be fine.
Just give me a few minutes. I'll be back with the second.
What?
Where could it be? Mordecai, needless to tell you why I summoned you here. I believe you have heard the news making the rounds. Tell me, who is that beast that had the guts to steal the sacred cowrie from the box of the gods? Who?
Your Majesty, all is well.
I beg your pardon? No, is this supposed to be an insult? How can you say this? The sacred cowrie is an instrument of the ancestors, handed down to us by our forefathers from generation to generation. As we speak, it remains the highest weapon any man can wage against his enemy. For any man who wears the sacred cowrie is in direct contact with the gods, and he knows exactly what his enemies are planning, even the move they are about to make. Umedele Kingdom has come to command not just the respect, but even the fear of other kingdoms around us. Do you know why? Because we remain the only land in Olunibo that has the sacred cowrie. Now the sacred cowrie has gone missing in my land, and you sit here before me to tell me that all is well?
Onyeze, what happened is natural. It happens once in a while. Agreed, your father did not tell you because it did not happen during his reign. But count yourself a lucky king that it happened during your reign.
Markan, I am losing my patience with you. How can I count myself a lucky king when the sacred cowrie is missing under my reign? What kind of luck is that?
The gods have withdrawn the sacred cowrie for fortification. Yes, Your Majesty. This is a sacred process. And this process is good for you.
Mordecai, I have two questions for you. Number one, when will I get the sacred cowrie back? Number two, why didn't they warn me about this all-important process of fortification before withdrawing the sacred cowrie from the purse of the gods? Why?
Onyeze, I can only plead with you. Do not question the gods. The ways of the gods are not the ways of men. As for how the cowrie will return, a special child will be born in Umedili. That child will come out of his or her mother's womb with the sacred cowrie strapped on his or her hand. Your Majesty, that child shall be the messenger of the gods. If a male, he will not be initiated into the masquerade court of Umedile because he is already the spiritual head of the masquerade from birth.
Okay. So, what happens if the child is a female?
If a female? Your Majesty, if a female, she will become a special daughter of the kingdom who can summon the king, and the king must answer her. This woman can make decisions for the whole kingdom without consulting anybody. And whatever decision she makes stands. Onyeze, I want you to listen carefully to what I am about to tell you, because this is the climax of it all.
I'm listening.
The sacred cowrie is going to be on a mission when it returns. A mission to restore sanity in a land that is joined with ours in the spirit. Whoever is born with the sacred cowrie must be with it always. Your Majesty, the sacred cowrie will return to the box of the gods when its mission is completed. And the person, when he finally decides to take a wife or become a wife.
So, what you are saying to me directly is that the sacred cowrie will be allowed to remain in the custody of the person?
Onyeze, the sacred cowrie must be left with the child the way it is when the child was born. It must always be with the person. It will continue to grow with the child. Onyeze, everything will become clearer to you as the years unfold.
Your Highness, I heard the town crier. Is there a problem? Why have we summoned all the pregnant women and their families?
Ishia, the gods have revealed how the missing sacred cowrie will be recovered. That is why I sent for everyone.
Okay. It sounds so interesting, Your Highness. How will it be recovered?
The gods have revealed, after my inquiries, that a special child is coming into this kingdom. That child is going to come with the sacred cowrie because he or she will be born with it.
Your Highness, this is more complicated. How will a child be born with a cowrie?
It may sound impossible, but that is the verdict of the gods. And we all have a duty to ensure that any woman in this kingdom who bears a child with the sacred cowrie must bring words to this palace immediately. That child is a special child and must be welcomed by everybody in our Medley kingdom.
Your Highness, honestly, this is confusing.
The more reason I asked the town crier to go around the town and announce. Because I want every pregnant woman in this kingdom, the husbands of the pregnant women, even their family members. In fact, I want everyone to be present as I make the announcement.
Okay.
Well, whoever bears that child that comes with the sacred cowrie must report immediately. And this must not be taken for granted. That child is a messenger of the gods, whether male or female. And whatever family that he or she comes from will be promoted in this kingdom to be one of the frontline families of the land. Indeed, the ways of the gods are not the ways of men. I was prepared to elevate that family to one of the leading families of this kingdom. And then, the special side comes from my family. My daughter has the power to make decisions for this kingdom. Decisions that nobody must disobey. But she has elected not to use her power. I owe everything to the gods for giving me such a special child. I can't wait for the day she will be married so I could retrieve the sacred cowrie from her. Your friends are gone now, I suppose.
Yes, they have. Why were you eavesdropping, Father?
You knew?
You thought I wouldn't know? You temporarily forgot yourself at that time, I suppose?
You see, you are that special one, and you have the right to give anything, any interpretation you like. I so much felt happy with what I heard. I mean what you were telling your friends. You proved one more time that you are that gift of the gods to me. And here and now, I am asking you to make a request. Ask me anything you want me to do, and I swear on the staff of the kings that I will do it for you.
Thank you very much, Father, but you don't need to do that. You don't owe me nothing. You are my father. I'm only a servant of the gods.
I agree. But you must have to understand you are Princess Ifedisha of our Umedele kingdom. You deserve the best, my dear.
Father, being your daughter is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I am fulfilled.
Are you aware that had it been you asked me to make that decree,
You would have done it without any hesitation? But then again, I stand by the truth. I will never use my position to goad you into doing something that is not right.
your wisdom is of the gods. And I praise the gods for giving you such wisdom. Yeah.
Father, I made something very delicious for lunch, just for you and me. And I want you to come with me.
What did you prepare?
It's a surprise.
Okay. Outside.
$30 of money is a whole lot of money.
Shh. Lower your voice. I called all of us here because I want us to discuss privately. Not to shout.
Wait a minute. Your Highness, are you saying that men of Enugu Olona are prepared to offer us a staggering sum of 30 bags of money just to get part of our river?
Exactly. That is what His Highness has just said.
Wow. 30 bags of money is a whole lot of money.
In Igbo land, death is seen as the physical separation of the living from the dead. We believe that death is just a transition into the spirit world, which is in a continuous relationship with the physical world. But we always ensure that the relationship between the physical and the spiritual world remains cordial for our loved ones when they pass.
Ezalusi, I am a man of this land and I know our traditions.
If you knew them, Jidofo, why have you refused to buy the cow for the transition funeral rite of your late father? Why call yourself a man of my land? And you still allow the spirit of your buried father to continue hovering around?
Ezalusi, it is not as if I don't want to do this right. My problem is that I don't have money. But please, I promise that as soon as I sell enough baskets to afford the cow, I will do it. Please.
Jidofo, I came personally to tell you that the spirit of your late father is becoming restless. You need to buy that cow as soon as possible. This is for your own good. Your late father's spirit needs to join his ancestors so as to make ways for you.
Your Highness, I know what my share of that money will do for me. You have my support.
30 bags of money indeed is a huge sum of money. But then, should we be selling off the one free gift of nature Chukwu Abiyama gave Okpunagu kingdom? Come to think of it, people of Enugu Olona have been coming here to fish and we've never asked them to leave. Why should they now want to finally buy off the river and bar us from coming to fish from our own river? I don't think the suggestion is good.
My brother, somehow you are right. But then, 30 bags of money can do a lot for this kingdom.
Yes.
You can say that again.
And you have my support on that. Money is indeed powerful.
Yes.
Now, if not, why would the people of Enugu Onona summon enough courage to visit our land and make such an offer?
Egodunogu, whether the people of Enugu Olona wants or needs the entire river or part of it, I don't care. Ever since we have that river, what have we gained from it? Apart from the small fishes that we get for soup that is not even enough for our families. Is that what we want as men? This is our opportunity to make good money from our river. And we are not going to miss that opportunity. We are collecting that money and that is final.
Well, I called us because you all occupy different positions of authority in this land. I have done my duty by informing you. It's up to you to make sure money enters Okpunagu.
Well, I will be on my way. Thank you, Your Highness. You are indeed sent by the gods. Thank you for the useful information.
You are most welcome. We have a king, quite right. But I see all of you as stakeholders of this land. Let us do what is right. Money is important. Ego demba.
I am not going to bother myself with whatever interpretation anybody wants to give to this. As far as I am concerned, this is a huge achievement, and I am going to celebrate it, especially with my one and only Ego Ibo.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
You and women. Today is Amaka. Tomorrow is Ego Ibo. Yes, that reminds me. What happens to Ego Ibo's sister that you promised me?
How you are?
Seriously, you have to do something about it.
All right.
I am not in support of this. And believe me, this will not end well.
What part of it will not end well? Is it the part where our kingdom becomes one of the rich kingdoms around, or the part that you start to benefit from it all? Egodunogu, I am beginning to misunderstand your motive. Where exactly are you headed?
Have you tried to overlook the monetary part and give it a thought? Don't you think that Prince Akum would be a fool to give these people the whole river and bar us from coming to fish from our own river? If I come to think of it, Prince Akum is a fool for even suggesting to sell off the whole river.
Why are you calling him a fool? Why? Look at me. Since my father died, I have not been able to afford enough money to buy the cow for his final transition rite. The other day, Ezalosi visited me and said that my late father's spirit will soon begin to haunt me because of that. That cow can be bought with less than 1 bag of money, of which you and I know that if the people of Enugu Olona pay for that river, that we stand the chance to benefit from it. At least there is no way I will not get 2 bags of money from it.
I understand your plight, my friend. But then, are we going to watch another kingdom take what rightfully belongs to us because of money? There is one thing I know. The gods are just. If you don't have money to purchase a cow for your father's funeral rite, they will help you. They will stand by you.
Egodunu, do you know how many times I have been having sleepless nights because of that cow? If the gods are just, like you said, why didn't they provide the money long time ago? As a matter of fact, why did they even allow my father die? Listen to me. That business is my only hope, and anyone who stands in my way, I will put him down. He who has ear, let him hear.
This is not right. This is not right at all. Have you ever heard that a kingdom sold her river? Where? I cannot sit back and watch this happen. An elder does not sit at home and watch a pregnant goat deliver a tita.
And who is the elder? You? Please do not provoke me to further arguments.
Ndiabiliego.
100 bags of what?
Your Highness, that is exactly what they are demanding.
How? I mean, how?
Your Highness, according to the Prince Akum, Igwe Ibekwe has accepted our request, but insisting that he cannot give out the river for a mere 50 bags of money. That the river is worth more than the 50 bags. That if we want to have a total and unlimited access to the river, we must pay 100 bags of money.
Are they aware? I mean, is he aware that this request is coming from me directly?
No, Your Highness, not yet.
We decided not to reveal the buyer for us to have a better bargain.
The gods are very specific this time. Whatever you do, Father, do not take advantage of anyone. Else, it wouldn't be a success. No one must lose for you to gain, Father. No one.
Well, elders, you will do me one favor. You will go back to Obunagun and let them understand that I am not interested in the entire river. In fact, it is inconceivable for anybody to even think a thing like that. Let them understand that I am only interested in a portion of the river. The portion that I intend to secure with giant nets, where I will keep the fishes that I will feed in a special way for them to grow giant for commercial purposes. The people of the land can continue to fish in their water, but outside the secured area, if you are able to go back to them and give them this explanation, I am sure Igwe Ibekwe will realize that 50 bags of money that I have offered is just very good for that request.
Your Highness, are you sure this is what you want?
I am very sure. In fact, there is no way anybody will ask the people not to fish in their river. Asking for such is calling for trouble. I am not a troublemaker.
We'll do what you said and get back to you.
Ijema, call yourself to order and ask yourself some key questions. Why have you refused to listen to the voice of reason?
Voice of reason, you say, Papa. So marrying Obiekune is listening to the voice of reason. Marrying him means doing the right thing. And let me ask, if I do not marry him, the sky will fall, right? If I do not marry Obiekune, will Umedili be wiped away from the face of the earth? I am asking you, Papa. Tell me the truth. What is the deal with Obiekune? Why are you so obsessed with him?
You are my daughter, Ijama. Whatever I do or ask you to do is for your own good. Listen, let me tell you. One does not know the value of what he has until he loses it.
Papa, not in this one. Not in this one. Leave me alone. Not in this one. What have I done to you? Tell me, what did I do to you? I told you that I don't want to marry you. Yet you went and met with my father. On what grounds? To achieve what?
Ijama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to cause you any trouble. See, I thought I was doing the right thing by going to your father to... I did that because that is the only way I can show you how much I love you. I didn't mean to hurt you, please. I am sorry. Forgive me.
Don't you think it's rather too late? Yes, the harm has been done already. As a matter of fact, you have succeeded in taking away my peace of mind in my own father's house. Now my father thinks that you're the only young man in this village that any woman should get married to.
Ijama, seriously, I do not know what to say.
You don't need to say anything, Obiekunye. You don't need to say anything. Now let me tell you. Go to my father and call off whatever it is you have in my father. Because I will not and I will never marry you. Even if you don't want to do it for anything. Do it for my peace of mind. Give me back my peace in my father's house. I will not come here and warn you again. If you let me come back here, you will not like what I will do. I mean it! If you let me come back here again, you will not like what I will do to you.
Young man.
Your Highness.
Are you sure of what you are saying?
Your Highness, I'm a nobleman of Obunagu Kingdom. I know what it means to lie to a man that bears the caduceus of our ancestors.
Really? So if I ask you to swear on the caduceus of our ancestors that my brother is planning to betray his people by selling off their river to another kingdom, you would be able to swear on the caduceus?
Your Highness, I swear by the gods, and I speak nothing but the truth. As I speak to you right now, your brother has made a tempting offer to some jobless men of this land, and I believe they may revolt against you.
What? Revolt against me?
Your Highness, I am sorry to be the bearer of such heart-wrenching news.
Young man.
Your Highness.
What family are you from in this kingdom?
I hail from the family of Ibu Amaka in Obieze village.
And who is your father?
My father was the great Emenike in Obunagu Kingdom.
Did you say was?
Yes. He died last year.
I see. I'm so sorry about that.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Ego Dinogu.
Your Highness.
Do you remember that personal bodyguard of mine that died during the last famine season?
Yes, you mean the one that fell from palm tree in Obuland. We call him the king's right-hand man.
Exactly. I have not been able to replace him because I have not found any worthy of that position. But now I think I've seen one.
Now?
Stand up. This is the ancient caduceus of our ancestors. all this end and repeat after me. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Just as I have demonstrated before the king.
Just as I have demonstrated before the king.
I swear by the ancient caducees of our ancestors.
I swear by the ancient caducees of our ancestors.
That I would make the interest of this kingdom a priority at all times.
That I will make the interests of this kingdom a priority at all times.
I swear. I swear.
I swear.
That on no account will I betray this kingdom and the king.
That on no account will I betray this kingdom and the king.
Ego Dinogu.
My king.
You have just proven to be a noble man of this kingdom. A man who stands for nothing other than what is right. And a man like that is no other than the king's right-hand man.
So let me guess. You're here to tell us to forget that we ever made any requests and pretend to be friends again. Okwaya?
A man cannot eat anger for breakfast and sleep with it at night without suffering damage to his soul.